We're a charter school, a public charter school, funded by the state in the same way that public school is funded, except that we have a little latitude with how we run the school. So we make it very personalized, and we keep it very small.
So the principal and I, and almost all of the teachers here, we worked for many years in one of the larger urban schools in Los Angeles. Every year we saw more and more students falling through the cracks. And when teachers tried to go the extra mile, oftentimes there were rules and regulations that would tell them not to. So what we can do now, because this is a charter school, is we actually have the autonomy as far as both budget and spending and academic programs to really individualize the education. We can do what every single student needs instead of what a larger district just tells us to do.
What happens when you have a solid group of dedicated teachers focused on a smaller number of students and take away all of the distractions and all of the sort of chaos that happens in a large school, that just how much a human is capable of learning in 9 months' time was pretty impressive.
Every student knows every teacher, and every teacher knows every student. And also in the level of expectations. We really push ourselves and we push our students to work as hard as they possibly can. And so we don't have a lot of the problems that a larger urban high school would have. Our students really feel more like a family than like a school.
You get along with them better, like, you know, kind of personally, and like they know you, so it's not like, oh, she's a teacher, I'm not really going to connect with her, but you have to, because it's like they're always there for you, and I enjoy coming to school because of that.
So with Green Dot, their mission is really LA centered. It's to transform education in LA. The comprehensive high schools in the area, they're all low performing. They all have anywhere between 2,500 and 5,000 kids, depending on whether they're a traditional school or they have multiple tracks. Their graduation rates are all under 30%. In some cases, like the school we came from, most of our faculty came from, it was 1 in 10. And it's just unacceptable. It's unacceptable that the state of public education in California is that way. So Green Dot's overall mission is to change it, and that fit in really well with our group of teachers that started this school.
Without question, and without exception, the staff is 100% devoted to the kids. They're here after school. I taught at a school before where a lot of the teachers would kind of be out the door as soon as 3 o'clock rolled around, and they'd show up kind of as soon as school started. There was not that culture of, we're here for the kids, we want the kids to succeed, and we are willing to do pretty much anything to make that happen.
The teachers, they're great. It's the best you can get here, because you need help, call them 24/7. They're there. You ask them a question, they'll be more willing for you to tell it. You need something done, they help you out. They try anything in their power to help you out.
No, they have teacher support. Pretty much anything that they would ever need help on. Every single teacher would be willing to spend the extra time with them.
It's definitely better because you have somebody to go to when you don't understand things. It feels good to know somebody's there to help you. Then otherwise in other schools they're so big that you hardly have any connection with the teacher.
I don't think you're going to get this experience at any other school. Certainly in this area, and probably not in California.
I'm held accountable to teach to the best of my ability, 100%, not only by myself but by my coworkers and by my administrators. I feel like there's a culture of achievement here, a very strong culture of achievement, and everyone is working really hard to be successful in the classroom and to be the best teacher that they can be.
Students aren't going to fall through the cracks here. There's not a student who can come here and sit in the back of the room and do nothing and nobody will notice or nobody will care. Everyone is going to see that and see the change in their behavior, and they're going to try to do something to lift those kids up, to make them successful.
With the teachers, have like a personal connection with them. They'd be able to help you out more because it's like less students per class. Because it's like if you go to a big school, it's different. And I went to a big school for a month and it was really different. I didn't learn much. I was doing poorly, and then when I came here, I was doing really, really good. So this school helps me a lot, keeps me in track.
It's an intense situation, but I think that high school is not intense enough. When you have kids cruising through high school, doing the bare minimum, and it turns out at the end that they have major lacking skills, that's not going to happen here. And hopefully, if a kid is going through high school and they're depressed or they're having issues at home and stuff, that's not going to go unnoticed here either.
It's a group of very dedicated teachers and very dedicated students who are really trying to do something that's pretty rare in these neighborhoods, which is take a group of students from public schools and get them into college.
My goal will hopefully be one of the first of my family to go to college.
They will certainly be better prepared for college than the kids coming out of most of the high schools in this area. Absolutely.
Because you're not really scared of the teachers, because like they don't just teach you, like they joke around with you, and like they kind of know your life personally from where you come from, so they like understand what you have to go through every day. So it's like they understand you more, and like they're not just your teachers, they're more like friends.
Really dedicated group of teachers. They make learning interesting, and our students are engaged, and we're proud of that.
One day I was in my office and there's a knock on the door and somebody says, there's a parent here and she really wants to talk to you, which usually isn't a good thing. And so I went out and she just bursts into tears, this 40-year-old woman in the office. And she says, "I don't know what you're doing, but thank you. My daughter has never wanted to go to school before. She ditched class, she wouldn't do her homework, and now she gets up and she wants to come to school. I don't know what you're doing, but thank you." And that really sort of let us know that we were on the right track, that we were doing something that was special.